If you care too much about what other people think of you, then you'll never have a fulfilling career. You need to be very clear about what you want in life and in your career, because else you'll either leave it up to chance or to someone else, and one day you'll wake up and you'll be surprised where you find yourself. Hi guys, if you are someone who wants to build a fulfilling and meaningful career, then do hit the subscribe button and the little alarm bell so you won't miss anything. Recently, I was thinking about the difference between the first 6 to 7 years of my career and everything that came after that, and also why now I feel much happier and more fulfilled. And I realized that in the first 6 to 7 years of my career, I was so focused on what I called objective career success, whereas in the years following that, I was much more focused on achieving subjective career success. And the difference between objective and subjective career success is whose game you're choosing to play. Are you joining someone else's game, or are you setting up your own game? I'll get to that in a bit, so stick with me. Everyone cares about what other people think about them, although they might not admit it. Except if you live on some island or so, but even then. And here it's not at all about just taking a stance and saying, I don't care about other people's opinion at all. But what matters here is to be aware about whose opinion you care about and what part of their opinion that you pay attention to. The key here is that you don't let other people's opinion or what you think that they think about you, and you start building these monsters in your imagination guide your life and your career. But sort out what you want to keep and what you want to toss out. This is much more difficult but also much more useful than simply rejecting completely what other people think. But anyways, let's just say that there are many opinions out there about what you should do and how you should be doing things. With all this noise out there, how can you build a structure that allows you to focus on what you want to do? And here's where I want to get into the concepts of objective and subjective career success. Focusing on objective career success means that you're joining someone else's game. You go to a party and everyone's playing Monopoly, and because everyone is playing, you just join them. And success here could mean that you buy the most properties and make everyone else go bankrupt. I think that's what it was. It was a long time since I've played it. You often hear, especially when you come from an environment that is extremely driven, that A and B and so they are so successful. And usually that would mean that someone is very financially successful, has gotten to a certain position in a company, or has multiple titles at the end of their name. And these are all parameter. And these are all parameters of objective career success. And there's nothing wrong about this. In fact, we need these common terms so that we can communicate efficiently. By saying he or she is successful, everyone instantly understands what he or she means. So I'm not in any way trying to change what people commonly understand by success. The only thing is that while this definition is useful in social life and in conversation, it doesn't necessarily help you to get to a fulfilling and meaningful career. And that is primarily for the reason that it is not your game. Now here's a question for you. Are you right now doing what you truly want to do, or are you fulfilling someone else's expectations? Let me know in the comments below. I'd really love to know. Objective career parameters are not always aligned with your true desires, although sometimes they might overlap. For example, earning a certain income that allows you to buy a nice house for your family and go on frequent trips with your family can meet both the definition of objective as well as subjective career success. And for some people, getting a specific job title deeply matters to them. But then there are many people who are following this path just because they want to meet someone else's expectations, because they want to prove something to someone. And the most insidious thing is that they might not even be aware of where this motivation comes from. Sometimes you can get so used to the idea that you want something that you no longer question it. And that's when you need to dig deeper to find out what truly matters to you. And this brings me to subjective career success. If you want a fulfilling career in the long term, what you need to focus on is subjective career success. This means that you pick the specific game that you want to play, and only then you play it the best you can according to the objective rules, if there are any. And you need to know very well what it means to have a successful career. And because we're talking about subjective career success, the whole burden to figure this out is on you. You need to be very clear on what you want in your life life and your career, because else you'll leave it up to chance or to someone else, and one day you'll just be surprised where you find yourself. Some people say to me, "Oh, I just want to go with the flow." You can go with the flow, but then don't complain where it takes you. So how do objective and subjective career work together? On a macro level, think about what subjective career success would mean to you. What does the overall career that would be meaningful to you look like? And this is the level where you pick which game you want to play. Try to form a picture of what this could look like as clear as possible and hold this in front of your eyes. So now, anytime someone gives their opinion, or you're just fearing someone else's opinion, you can just refer back to this picture or this framework. This consists of your principles, your values, your purpose, all the things that are really meaningful to you. And once you do this, it will be very easy to just filter out the noise. Building a career that is meaningful to you doesn't mean at all that you set yourself a low standard, easy goals, or produce crap. It's more about having this honest conversation with yourself about what truly matters to you and what doesn't. You might even find that trying to achieve subjective career success is not that easy. You might even be surprised to find that it's more difficult. Specific is hard. That's what I found, at least. I found that achieving objective career success in the corporate world was far easier than what I was trying to do. Climbing up the corporate ladder is much easier for me than film producing. Let's say that you're considering to pursue a career as a VP in business analytics at a large firm versus pursuing a career as a full-time photographer. Here at this level, you are choosing between which game it is that you want to play. And subjective career success here could mean for you that you are able to earn a living from being a full-time photographer. And in this case, you would be saying no to the game of pursuing a career in business analytics at that big firm, no matter how prestigious it may sound. And some people might say that you're crazy. You're already VP and you're about to get to SVP and you're so accomplished and you're getting all these fat yearly bonuses. But at some point in your life, if you really want a fulfilling career, you'll eventually make that switch or transition to become a full-time photographer. And once you do it, it won't mean that you don't pursue any objective goals at all. Going after subjective career success doesn't give you license at all to produce crap or set yourself low standards, like I said. It simply means that you choose the game on a subjective level, what works for you, and within that game, then pursue objective goals. For example, the realm of culinary photography, or the realm of greyhound dog training, or whatever. You've chosen your game subjectively, but now you want to play it well. If this video was useful to you, then please hit the like button. Also check out my other videos on how you can build a fulfilling career. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.